So what if I told you there was more behind the mystery of Weird Strict Dad? And today we're going to be diving into 20 secret things that you didn't know about Weird Strict Dad. Now, if you're a big fan of Weird Strict Dad, make sure to let me know down below in the comments, and any predictions or any secrets that you've also discovered yourself, I would love to hear them down below in the comments. Now, starting out with number 1, and these aren't in any particular order, and that is going to be the secret ending in chapter 2. Now, currently we don't have chapter 3 at the making of this video. However, in chapter 2, you are meant to make an antidote for your dad before the clock strikes 3 a.m. And if you're not able to do that, the Weird Strict Dad dies. And there's a secret ending with the grandpa in the end. Number 2, as you can see at the very end of the secret ending, quote unquote, whenever your dad actually dies because you don't save him with the antidote, you will now see 2 tombstones here with names on it that represent Tom and Jerry, which therefore is somewhat of an Easter egg because Tom and Jerry is based off of the cartoon Tom and Jerry with the cat and the mouse. Number 3 is our actual dad's name. Now again, you will never really know this unless you actually get this secret ending, and the dad's name is Jerry. So I thought this was quite interesting, and this is a name I feel like we shouldn't really forget about either, because maybe we will be seeing it in the near future. Number 4 is the possessed person actually has a name. Now, this name of this character is apparently called Xenubus, which hopefully I'm saying that right. It is spelled with an X as well to start out with it. And this person is holding what appears to be a scythe and is the main antagonist in Weird Strict Dad because he possesses your dad, which we see through the CCTV. Now, this person definitely reminds me of like the Grim Reaper and appears to be evil, but we'll get more into details about him later. Number 5 is the basement door. Now, we didn't actually know this in chapter 1. When we go over to the door that's downstairs, we realize that the basement door is locked, and the fact that Weird Strict Dad has a basement and it looks like people are actually living or was living in the basement, and there's a lot of secrets down here which we will cover, and that's something that maybe you did not know, especially if you played chapter 1, that actually leads to the basement. Number 6 is a secret phone number in chapter 2. So in the basement, there's also 2 phones, and if you actually dial the number 911, you get something. Number 7 is another secret number, which if you dial 666, which is a very scary number, you will also get something as well. Number 8, this is going to be the Weird Strict family. Now, in the basement down below, you will see a picture of the family. This is your family. So we have our mom to the left, we have our dad in the middle, and we have our grandpa, which his name is Tom, which we'll get more into detail about the grandpa as well, as I think the grandpa plays a huge role in this, as down in the basement, there's so many things pertaining to the grandpa. And we also have the children. Number 9, secret pictures. Now there's pictures all over the basement which show the family, the mom, and also there's pictures of the grandpa everywhere, which makes things very creepy and suspicious. Number 10, cheeseburgers. Now you're probably wondering, like, what are you talking about cheeseburgers? Well, if you go to the telephone and you dial 1435, you will order a load of cheeseburgers which come flying downstairs in the basement. Now be very careful just in case the Weird Strict Dad is down there, as it almost keeps the dad down there a little bit longer because all the cheeseburgers are just flying into the dad and he could possibly get stuck. So just bear that in mind, but if you have a taste for cheeseburgers, just dial that number. Number 11, I believe that this has a lot to do with sorcery, magic, wizards, and things along those lines, as far as the fact that the Weird Strict Dad is possessed. And if we look down below in the basement, we have a library where we have to actually place an alchemist book. So we literally have to create a potion, and the fact that there's a cauldron, and when you think about a cauldron, you think about a witch. So it turns out that I believe that this has a lot of sorcery things to do with it, and that would possibly lean more towards the grandpa and the sorcerer, which could possibly be Xenobus, which is the person on the porch. Number 12, I believe chapter 3, we are going to be either going to a different world or going after the mom. Why? Because the scythe that this sorcerer has like left behind, and whether you want to call him Xenobus, the porch man, or the man on the porch, has actually left that behind and has taken our mom, is really making things quite interesting. Now, bear in mind, I do believe that the grandpa would be the mom's dad and not necessarily your dad. Not sure if that has been fully explained yet, which could be a reason why this sorcerer has gone after the mom too. Number 13, the top floor is locked. I mean, completely locked. Why is the top floor locked in chapter 2? What are they trying to do up there? Now, it could be that we do get some changes to Weird Strict Dad as well, as they are updating it with game modes and things like that and more. But however, the top floor has so many locks on it, which makes me think it's not so much of trying to keep someone from coming in, but maybe something from coming out. Number 14, Weird Strict Dad might actually be based off of the developer's real dad. Now, this was just a mention in one of the descriptions that this was sort of created based off of the Weird Strict Dad, or the dad always checking on the developer as he sleeps. Now, I thought this was quite interesting and also quite funny, and a little small Easter egg, of course, minus the possessed, such things like that. But however, this was quite cool. Number 15, some inspiration from the game was actually from Residence Massacre and Jim's Computer, which are two Roblox games, which if you were to fuse these two games together, you would basically get Weird Strict Dad, which I thought this was quite interesting as well. Residence Massacre is a lot harder, I feel like, than Weird Strict Dad, and if you ever to play Residence Massacre, you will actually know. Number 16, secret rooms. So down below in the basement, there are secret rooms. I mean, secret rooms that actually lead to different things, and multiple doors as well, which there's like an ending to it too, which says like no way end. And there's even a room as well where the grandpa's picture is plastered literally all over the wall. So there is some weird obsession with the grandpa, or if the grandpa did actually live in the basement, why are there pictures of the grandpa all over? Which makes me think that the grandpa plays a big role in this, because even in the ending where we see the grandpa's hand possibly come out of the grave. Number 17, there is a dead secret body in the basement. Now, I do believe if you walk into this, you do actually get caught by the Weird Strict Dad. At least that's happened to me every single time. But however, there is a body in the basement. Now, we aren't sure if that's actually the grandpa, because that would be quite scary if it is. But there is a sword in the stomach of this body. It has no head, and it's just there. Number 18, the final form of the evil porch man, Xenobus. Now, why am I talking about this? Is because this is something that happens very quick that you may not notice, but in the Weird Strict Dad jump scare, you will see Xenobus in this actual possessed final form here where he's red. So I do believe we will see this if there ever is a boss fight. I'm pretty sure the evil porch man will look something like this face. Number 19. During chapter 2, there is a whisper which says, "The future, I've seen it. The future, I've seen it." And this keeps being repeated over and over and over again. Now, there is a possibility that this could possibly be the mom. You know where the mom actually gets zapped and teleports somewhere? What if that happens to where the mom gets teleported to the future and sees it and is actually now warning you? Now, of course, this could very well be, let's say, the grandma, possibly, which we haven't seen anything on yet. I mean, she's not even in the picture either. But if we were to talk about if it was the possible mom, that could make sense because we don't actually know where she goes to yet. So maybe it could be a warning sign, but I'm sure we'll figure that out in the later chapters if they're to come. And last up but not least, I do believe that either this evil porch man is somewhat related to you or knows a lot about your family. Now, this is something as well, because why are you being targeted out of everyone every single time? I mean, the FBI did also warn us too, but it definitely has a lot to do again with magic, something that the grandpa possibly did that is now actually paying for. But I believe the grandpa will be coming back to either help, or what will happen is we will go after we grab the scythe and go after and try and save our mom in the next chapters. But if you have any secrets for Weird Strict Dad, let me know down below in the comments. I would love to see them. But don't forget to leave a like on this video and subscribe for more. And check out this video here. I think you're gonna really enjoy it. And I will see you in the next one.